Maybe I'll wear my hat. Editing day 6. This is day 7. And it's been a full first week. Proud of myself for showing up. And the last clip was me bawling last night. Obviously, I didn't eat that much yesterday. Also, I don't know, I don't want to blame things on my period, but maybe I'm allowed to acknowledge that I am a woman, and I'm feeling very low in general. Like, I'm feeling very ill and irritable because of that. I think it's always an adjustment period when you are having to give up your old habits and exchange them for new healthy ones. And I think I have a lot of trauma when it comes to food. I have a lot of trauma when it comes to being told that I'm not allowed to eat things. I think he also feels tired of always being asked for things, and this is a pain point for us. This dynamic of me needing to me asking him to get me food is a pain point that has existed from the beginning of our relationship, but now it's hard because I don't have a vehicle. And I was becoming more independent. When we first moved in together, I kind of unraveled. I was a sloth. I was not myself. And I think I just found it very hard to adjust to living with somebody in conditions that were not really favorable. And I just was not coping well with that. And it was COVID, so there was nowhere to go. Anyways, I'm trying not to backtrack too much. I'm also trying not to explain too much about this situation. What I'm trying to explain is why I had such an emotional reaction last night. It's like triggering because I feel so debilitated having to ask somebody for something that I want. I had tried to ask for a couple of different food places, and like 3 options weren't open, and just it wasn't gonna work out. And then after striking out with all those food options, I finally was like, okay, then I'll just eat the leftover Chinese food that I didn't really want, and I was kind of pecking at it. And so I went downstairs and I warmed it up, and I took a couple bites, and I was like, this is disgusting. I don't want to eat this. And then I came back upstairs, and I think that had already upset me because I was frustrated. I just was like, I'm hungry and I want to eat something, and there's nothing in this house. And I can see as I'm looking back through tracking these days, it's breakfast burritos, it's ordered out Chinese food. A typical week, we'd probably have some birria tacos from the taqueria. It's clear we don't have groceries, and all we seem to have is ordered out food. And I don't want to do that. I want healthy food at home. And maybe that's where I'm getting frustrated, because it's this person never wants to eat how I want to eat. This person gets tired of having to cook for me, and it wasn't always like this. For a very long time, I was the one doing all the cooking. But once it started switching, that my schedule changed to where I'm the one coming home late, it was well, it would be better if you could just make dinner so that when I come home, I can just eat and then we can just go to bed right away, instead of me having to stay up an extra hour to cook. So I feel I'm just I feel my food is being controlled because this person doesn't agree with how I want to eat at home. And so then my compromise is well, then what do you want to eat? And we just can't come to an agreement. We can't come to an agreement I don't know. He's just like, and then he gets to have Taco Bell all the time. Like, every time that I'm home and I'm carless, I have to beg him for my coffee in the morning or my burrito in the morning. I have to beg for a breakfast. And then he has to go out of his way to get me something before he can start his day. So he's already irritated that he can't just start his day. He has to do something for me first and then start his day. And then I sit at home all day trying to take up my time doing something productive, but usually just being depressed and usually just like trying to plan my life or sit on Pinterest or walk around the house or do something. I'm always trying to figure out what can I do, and I'm probably usually like just being frozen and debilitated and laying in bed all the time. I'm not getting 10K steps in, I know that. And then I wait all day and I'm like hungry and I'm thinking about food and I'm like checking the fridge and there's nothing to eat, there's nothing to snack on, there's no meal to make. And then he won't come home until, I don't know, sometimes I'm waiting until 7 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything all day. And then he's like, there's frozen chicken in the fridge. The last time he said that to me, I said, do you want me to boil chicken and eat that? Like, what the fuck? There's nothing to make. When I'm telling you we need groceries, there's no food in this house, and your response to me is there's frozen chicken. What do you want me to make? Boiled chicken? I'm telling you we don't have fucking meals. We don't have food to eat. You provide me nothing. And then because you don't want to cook anything, because you don't want to buy groceries, because you don't want to spend the emotional energy it takes to put together a meal. Like the way this person like refuses to Google anything, I don't know what it is with like cooking and recipes and ingredients. Like their wires short circuit. And I feel like every time I want to eat like some health dish that has more than 5 ingredients, he like loses his mind and he can't do it. It's too much. Having to resort to like eating the gross food like irritated me to such a level because I was like, I just want this and I shouldn't have to go through this right now. Like the frustration of having to ask someone for something that I want, something that I have the money to pay for, something that I truly feel that I am this hungry. I truly know that I want to eat something right now. And this person is just like, no, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, bro, I'm asking for things that are up the road. Anything that I ask for, it's up the road that way or it's up the road this way. Nothing I am asking for is more than a 5-minute drive. I swear. But again, this person feels exhausted by they always have to drive 5 minutes up the road. Every morning they have to drive 5 minutes up the road. Every day I want something. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not like I don't, like, right, I'm complaining about leftover food that was ordered for me. I'm complaining about getting breakfast delivered to me, but then not being able to eat all day long until this person returns home. And then I think what frustrated me was, like, this person saying, are you trying to lose weight or not? And it's like, I know that you eat gas station pizza every fucking day that you're outside. I know that you get to have Taco Bell whenever you fucking feel like it. No one gets to tell you no. You get everything you ask for, except for me. Let me not get started on that. I'm like obviously still feeling weird about it. Just getting told no with something that I just felt personally like, I just wish I didn't have to go through him. You know, I was like, if I could order through DoorDash, I would right now. And that's how I know this is truly something that I want. And I am sick of having to go through you. Girl, you're having an emotional reaction over some Jack in the Box. That's all I got. I got 2 tacos and some curly fries. That's all I wanted. You know, it's like all of this for that. But my friend Izzy was like, you need to read Power of the, and so I found like an audio reading of it, synopsis of it on YouTube. So I just started listening to it as he was gone. And when it comes to my personal life and when it comes to my career, what I am not using is the power of my pussy. It's because I don't like to use my pussy. I've been so unhappy and so frustrated and so like, this is not what I want. This is not what I want in my life. I don't feel good. I don't feel aligned. This doesn't feel right. That I just don't feel sexual. Like men, they frustrate me. They irritate me. There's 2 men that I'm talking to right now. And I like both of them, but they're not like turning me on. I'm not like horny for them. I'm not like dying for them. One of them, yeah, because I haven't met him yet. So I am like interested in what's that like? What's that going to be like with him? I think that's a piece of my money that I am not utilizing, which is the power of my pussy. Men want sex. As much as I need to feel safe and taken care of, and knowing that like my life isn't going to go anywhere and nobody's going to take anything from me and I'm not going to lose anything. What attracts me to a man is a man that makes me feel confident in like, I can trust you with my life. I can trust that like everything I need will be provided. I don't have to worry. I don't have to ask. It is understood and it is done. Like if that is my standard of like, that makes me feel happy and in love and content. Men think about pussy. Like that is what men need, is sexual contentness. And I think that is what I think that is the frustration that I am dealing with in living with a man that wants me, desires me, tells me that he's become a yearner. I have made him a yearner because I don't him. And I feel like what I am often dealing with when this person responds to me like in overtly harsh ways or like probably in unconsciously harsh ways, I am dealing with the fact that like my pussy is this powerful and I have been starving this person off of it for years, and that is the affliction I am feeling, like the frustration and the pain. This person feels wronged, this person feels scorned, and it's because I am not allowing them access to my body, and he is taking that as a personal attack. And I take it as a personal attack that you feel owed and deserved of my inner world, my body. This is my thing. This is my vessel. Like, if I don't feel like giving it to you, I don't feel like giving it to you. And if I don't have to explain that beyond that. That just is what it is. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. It just feels like my home life is then threatened. It's like, then why the fuck are you here? And it's like, because I pay my rent. Like, I have to live with somebody. And then this is where I ask myself, then why don't you go live with somebody else? Or why don't you figure out a better way to get on your own? Why aren't you posting ASMR like it's your fucking, like your life depends on it. Like, this is your prison, girl. Like, ASMR. ASMR. I had a very emotional reaction to not being able to eat last night, so I need to figure out the food thing still. But I think it's just a lack of... I know I can be fine eating what I want to eat in a healthy way if it's available to me. If I don't have food available to me, I go crazy, obviously. So you can't starve me out all day and then tell me no at night when I am like, I need something, I need something. Anyway, it's day 7. I'm acknowledging that we ordered out a lot of food this week, and that's probably something we've been doing for a while now, and we need to get the groceries in lock because I can't do this. I'm gonna also ask my friend Izzy what she does, how she eats. I know that she has an aversion to food. I think that's why she can naturally keep a smaller frame. But I always see her with a Muscle Milk. I always hear her talking about working out. My issue with my body is I want to feel free. And I feel like I am always consciously and subconsciously aware that I have a larger frame, and that has been deemed undesirable by society's beauty standards. And I know that I want to benefit from society viewing me as the beauty standard. People give you the benefit of the doubt. People want to be around you. And especially in the career that I've chosen, being in the beauty standard benefits me greatly. Izzy and Lola and Kay, these girls, Kay one time said, "Oh my God, I didn't get tipped that round on stage. I usually always get tipped on stage. Like, I usually never have to go a round of dancing on stage and not receiving a tip." That is crazy to me. That is crazy work to me. That is never a sentence I would even think to utter. I'm not getting it. Like, whatever it is, I'm still not getting it because I'm still struggling to accept my body. I'm still struggling to eat properly. I'm still struggling to move enough. I'm still struggling to fully be there with it. And there was one day, a couple weeks ago, I don't know what I was doing, but I was able to like keep my diet really in control at the time. And I remember I showed up to work and like my stomach was like ridiculously flat and my body looked so good. And I remember I was watching myself dance in the mirrors, and I looked at myself and I was like, God, I look so fucking good. And that thought alone, it freed me. I just started dancing, like it affirmed me. And then from there, I was able to dance so much freer with my body. Like the confidence boost it gave me in that moment to just let loose and show off a little bit more and like really like be myself. Like how I feel when I'm at home. It's like that's the feeling that I'm chasing. That feeling of like, I feel so good and comfortable. I'm not holding any insecurity in my body. I know who I am 360. And I have no doubt in myself 360. And I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know what I look like. All of that. And the way that that feels to walk around like that, people gravitate towards you. And I think I need to also acknowledge that I do have that. I'm not far from it. I want to lose 20 pounds, maybe 30, but 20 pounds I'm sure is good. And really, like, let me just focus on like 10 pounds. Like, I can look at myself and be like, well, he just must be a brokey because I ain't the problem. I do feel that. I do acknowledge that a lot of these men in the club, it's them, not me. They should be spending money on me. Me and Izzy are just getting a lot closer. And I think she has a very ideal body. I told her, like, you should be on OnlyFans. And she's like, I just don't really know how to do all that. So I might even be her little social media manager because I see the vision. I see what posts. I just see how easily Izzy could like dominate Twitter and just be one of those like OnlyFans girls. Like she has such a perfect body. She has a very ideal body and she has 2 kids. So it's like, okay, she's had 2 boys. I may have been fat my whole life, but she's been pregnant twice. So like there's something she can teach me if I just learn her ways. But I think she really doesn't eat. I think she really has an aversion to food. And I have an addiction to food. So I think there's some things we can learn from each other. Today, definitely going to do some ASMR. Crying like that last night, it just is so debilitating and so frustrating, and I just want my own car, and I just want my own money, and I just want my own apartment. I just want to be done, and I just want to be out of here. And yes, ordering food probably doesn't help, but in that moment, I just felt like I clearly need to eat something right now. I am crying, like I am losing my mind that I can't eat right now. This is bigger than just wanting some fucking like a midnight snack. Like this is like deep for me right now. That we're fine. We moved beyond it. I apologize. I was like, I am so sorry that I reacted that way. And I clearly expressed, like, I tried to just deal with that emotion. And after I had to eat that funky ass leftovers, it just made it worse. Take my money and go, please. That's such a frustrating thing. What I also love about Izzy is she is big on manifesting. She just has a very positive attitude and she's a sweetheart. I just need to grow the love that I have for myself and the love that I have for my friends. My friends are able to make this money in this club, so I need to stop blocking myself. And I need to get hornier because it might help me make more money if I could be a little bit more power of the pussy.
No sleep. I am not about that. I can't. I don't really like